What is going on, YouTube land? It's this Sonic Ranger back with another review of epic proportions. And I have to say that every now and then just to piss someone off. But anyway, today we're going back into Star Wars The Black Series. The 6-inch line, obviously, not the, 3¼ scale figures that everybody just happens to be so fascinated about. It's old. But anyway, yes, I am a huge fan of the Black Series, the 6-inch line. So far, I haven't really been collecting these in quite some time because, in all honesty, they're actually hard to find. I mean, my stores don't like to restock on these figures, and when they do, people snatch them up real quick. So, enough about that. I just want to let you know that, yes, I'm back. Star Wars The Black Series is here, so let's get right to it. As you're looking at right now at this moment, yes, it's true, I've got 2 Stormtroopers right here. Actually, I got a third one set aside, but there's a reason why, because actually, everybody should know this by now. If you don't, what have you been living under a rock? But, yeah, it's actually Han Solo and Luke Skywalker in their Stormtrooper disguise. That's the figures we will be looking at today, but before we do that, let's take a quick look at their box, which you cannot see, obviously. Let me just put the figures aside for a moment and push this back as far as possible and lift up the tripod so you can see it better. There we go. Maybe this wasn't such a good place to actually review these things, but I want to try some things out. So, here we go. There's Luke Skywalker's, and there's Han Solo's. See? Luke, Han, number 12, number 9. And there's multicultural language here and there all over the place on these sets. So yeah, this is continuing the blue line, the 2014 kind of style packaging, which means that there's been some changes involved. As you can see, this is no longer completely black. It actually has some warnings on here in different languages, which I cannot read. Heck, I can't even pronounce any of it. Here's the back of their packagings, as you can see. Nice, not exactly artwork. I think these are actually Photoshop images that were taken from the actual films. This would be, obviously, Episode 4, A New Hope, as this is where these figures actually contribute to Han and Luke being properly fitted in Stormtrooper disguises. So, yeah. Here's a look at this if you want to read any of this. There's Disney. Yeah. Disney. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. They're one and the same. So let's get these packages out of the way real quickly so we can get back to the figures at hand. So here they are. Now, don't think that, you know what? Never mind. I'll just readjust it. Why not? There you go. I'm sure somebody would complain, "You're not adjusting the camera. Why should I always have to adjust this thing?" But yeah, now see what's happening now? Now I'm having to waste time on this. But yeah, these figures are actually kind of cool. I really do dig them. They are definitely 100% accurate to the actual stylize of the characters in the movie, to which I'm just pretty much speaking blah, 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 right now, because I have no idea what the hell I just said, but I'm sure whatever it was, I'm sure it's pretty poppin'. So, obviously, the bigger one is Han Solo. As you can see, it's pretty much your standard Stormtrooper outfit for the 6-inch line. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually the same body mold as the original Stormtrooper, which I have right here. Now, you can see a little bit of a difference when it comes to the helmet, because the helmet on Han Solo is actually a little larger. Well, it has to be in order to get it to fit around the actual face sculpt. And, just because this is a part of the figure and the review, let's take it off. It's not easy. It's actually easier said than done. Yeah, it's fighting with me. Come on. Come on. Oh, man, I always have trouble with Hans. It's been like this for a while, but there we go. I got it off. And it actually's got a nice Harrison Ford face sculpt. It's very nice. I was kind of worried that maybe the paint would start chipping with the hair because of how tight it is in here. I mean, as you can see, it's pretty hollow, but it's still a pain to actually get this to fit on him and to actually get it off. That's unfortunate, but at least it doesn't hinder any of the articulation. And actually, this is one of the best Han Solo figures I've got out of the Black Series so far, which that's being only 2 at the moment. I know there's a third one out there with the Tauntaun set from the Hoth scene, but I haven't got it yet. I'll get it eventually. Still, though, it's very nice. I mean, if you don't want to use these figures as Han and Luke, you can always use it as an extra Stormtrooper set. So, yeah, 3 Stormtroopers now. That's awesome. Size doesn't matter. That's one thing I've learned with the original movie line. And I'm not talking about, you know, the prequels. I'm talking about the actual Star Wars trilogy. Yeah. Anyway, Clone Wars. Really? Anyhow, well, alright, let's get to the articulation. So as you can see, ball jointed, kinda. It's got a swivel at the neck. That's nice. Yeah, I might as well. Shoulder joints are actually ball jointed, but they are limited due to the actual armor plating on the shoulder pads. What you're gonna do? Swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbows. Wrist does swivel and it actually pivots, but it is very tight and I don't want to force it on these figures. Ball jointed abs, as you can see. It's very nice. No waist rotation. That's to make up for that issue. Ball jointed legs. They go up about that far. Maybe a little more if you try. Yeah, actually you can get them up all the way. That's nice. Back. In and out. There is a thigh rotation, which is nice. Double jointed knees. Yes. And last but not least, the feet pivot up and down depending on how tight they are. And there's, you know, the beautiful ankle pivot. So yeah, these figures are actually rocking the joints. But, you know, I'm not going to leave Luke out of this video. So just bear with me for 1 second while I get Han to stand. Now, let me just go ahead and take off his helmet so you can see. The only real difference between these figures right here is scale and, you know, the face sculpt. This is actually, you know, Mark Hamill. That's Harrison Ford. So that's pretty much it. But as you can see, that totally qualifies for, you know, the fact that these are not the same figures. Which is really awesome. I really do like that they are not actually using the same figures over and over again. These are 2 different sculpts because it's... I mean, the similarities are there, but it's not the same. It isn't. I've already checked this out, and I've talked to a lot of people about these figures, and I can confirm that these are not the same body molds used over and over again. How do you explain how small Luke is here? And, you know, there's changes because, you know, they have to have those removable helmet pieces. And it's just awesome that they're putting so much attention, and I'm talking Hasbro, putting so much attention into this line that... They try to give you what you want, and I gotta say, right now, they are doing an excellent job with this line. Yes, at first they started out pretty slow when it came to the things that we were looking for, but you gotta admit, over time, the Black Series is getting better, and hopefully into next year, they will start hitting out with some of these, the Force Awakens figures, and I can't wait, because some of these announcements... I am really looking forward to them. I cannot wait, and I cannot wait to get my hands on the new kind of Stormtroopers that will be in The Force Awakens. Hopefully that movie will not bomb. Hopefully it will rock. And I'm hoping Disney knows what they're doing, so, you know, I have strong hopes. But let's end this video review with a size comparison. If a Stormtrooper wasn't enough, there's the Emperor, which I do have, and I will be reviewing very shortly, but there you go. So that's it, guys. I'm pretty much done with this review in under 10 minutes. So if you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Just leave them down in the comment section below and I'll answer you when I got time. And until the next review of my choosing, that is me, Sonic Ranger, signing out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you whenever you see me.